like, oh, you didn't win the lottery.
All right, Kyle.
Yeah.
Question for you. What do you think it takes to be a top player in today's game?
You know, it takes be a top player in our game right now. It's keeping your skills sharp, playing as many tournaments as you can, and that's even if you're a pro player trying to get onto like a Millennium team and play as many tournaments as you can. Getting in tournaments is really where you get that, put in the adrenaline type situation where it's really hard to, you know, compute situations versus off the field when you're able to watch and really dissect what you should do. But when you're in those situations, you have these small moments to gather as you experience. I've always preached this, you know, fundamentals, everything is really good, but experience is the key, you know, as much as you can divulge into those top level situations and those overtime points and those, you know, down body situations, that's where you really get the best part of paintball and experience.
What do you think is the best way for a new player to gain experience?
As a new player, you know, is trying to get out to the field as much as you can. Even if you don't have a lot of money for paint, just being out here and kind of just being around and talking to players. And, you know, most of the pro players you meet, they're not, you know, big hotshot celebrities. They'll talk to you and they'll guide you and give you, you know, the time that we do have, we'll be around and you can pick our brains and just trying to watch any paintball videos you can or you know, training on the field if you have just a little bit of paint, doing drills with one ball, and then, you know, pushing and asking people to just throw you in there and keep pushing through the obstacles, because it's going to be hard and it's expensive, but if you really want it, you can achieve it, and it's there for you to take. You just gotta keep playing tournaments and try to throw yourself in there as much as you can and be around it.
What are your expectations for the 2016 season for yourself and for our team, Dynasty?
So, more importantly, our team, you know, a couple years ago, we almost won 3 events in a row. And of course, winning World Cup was a big goal of mine. And now after achieving that, I want to go back and achieve that 3 tournament win. And then after that, go and, you know, shoot for that 5 win. And you see now, like, the limitations of paintball are evolving. And I think that we can evolve to that status. And we can blow through the ceiling and go even harder. And it's there for us, and I know we can take it as much as we work. And for myself, I'm going to be working harder than I ever have before to achieve that for myself and for these guys. If any team can do it, it's San Diego Dynasty, and I want to be a part of that.
All right, we got Blake Yarber here. Blake, the kids want to know, what does it take to compete at the highest level in paintball?
Hard work. I mean, you got to be willing to grind more than anybody else. Plain and simple.
Plain and simple answer. Do you think it's more fundamentals or experience? Both?
Me personally, I think it's more heart. You know, I think if you want to get there, you'll get there.
Okay, I like it. How did you get noticed by Dynasty coming up through the ranks?
I practiced against them when I was playing for a lower division team, a D1 team. To be honest, I just came on the field and I just played how I normally play. I just played balls out, lights out, sorry. Balls out, you know.
A lot of heart.
Yeah, that's all bad. But I played lights out. I gave it everything I had. We got our asses kicked, but for some reason they thought I was pretty decent, and so that's when I come back, play for them.
Cool, man. What would you say is the best thing that paintball has done for you as a person?
You would think it'd be the traveling, but it's by far the family that I've made on my team. You know, all the guys that I play with, I'm so close, and there's just people in the sport that I've become very close with. So it's the paintball community is by far the best thing. Next is probably the lessons that it's taught me. You know, the life lessons, and then probably traveling.
So you think it's pretty fair to say paintball's made you a better person off the field?
Sure, easy. I'll say that easily.
Awesome, Blakey. All right, Tyler Harmon, man, what's up?
Yeah, baby, what's going on?
So, dude, I got a question for you, man. You know, a lot of kids are asking. They want to know what it takes to be, you know, a professional player at the highest level.
Well, you just got to put in your time, really. You got to be at the field every weekend, working hard, playing against people who are better than you, doing your drills, fundamentals, and reading your book that you just put out.
Hey, all right, thanks for the shout out.
Yes, sir.
And we got another question, man. These kids, you know, a few of them, they've been, you know, playing for a couple years. They go out to the field all the time, but they find themselves kind of stuck in a rut.
Yeah.
Can't really get to that next step, you know? Do
Yeah.
you have any advice for that?
Well, it depends on your location, really, because just as in anything in life, you want to surround yourself with people that you want to emulate and be like, and hopefully someday attain that. So you might have to go out of your comfort zone and do things that you've never done to attain the things that you've never attained, right?
Yeah.
So you got to like search for it, and if you got the hunger for it, go find it and get it and make it yours.
Awesome, man. You guys heard it here first. Tyler Harmon, baby.
Have fun.